In this video, I'm going to explain how Dogecoin can potentially hit $5 in the long term. Yes, I know, absolutely ridiculous, but I still think it is very possible, and I'm going to explain why. So a lot of persons have been very skeptical about Dogecoin hitting $1. Just go ahead and look through YouTube. They said Dogecoin can never hit $1. But I want to actually double down on this and say I believe it can go far past $1 and eventually hit $5. In case you haven't noticed, Dogecoin has been getting an unnatural amount of marketing and love from just regular people and the billionaires like Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, Ellen DeGeneres. It has been absolutely insane over the past few months, which has led me to believe that Dogecoin, it can potentially hit not just $1 but go well beyond that. But I have to ask you and get you thinking, what happens when certain companies start to invest in Dogecoin? And when I say certain companies, I'm looking at Amazon and Mr. Jeff Bezos. I think that Dogecoin will absolutely fly as soon as that announcement is made. Alright guys, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away a Ledger Nano S to one of our lucky subscribers. So all you have to do is hit that red button below. Make sure y'all subscribe to this video and hit that like button. I'm talking about what happens when Amazon decides that they're going to accept Dogecoin as some kind of form of payment. And don't you say it is impossible. We do not know what these guys are thinking, and here's why I'm speculating that it is very possible that someone like Amazon may eventually accept Dogecoin. So off the rip, as soon as this announcement is made, it'll be all over the news. It's going to be on CNN, Fox, every major news outlet that Amazon is now accepting the lovable meme coin Dogecoin. This is going to be an absolute explosion of marketing. Dogecoin is already beloved, and then Amazon is just such a huge power player. When all two of these combine, it's going to be like fireworks. I believe as soon as this news breaks, we would see $1, and this would jumpstart the FOMO, not just the crypto persons who are already involved in their real projects. We are going to see all of the normal persons, moms, dads, restaurant owners. We're going to see the regular kinds of people who do regular everyday life start to invest in Dogecoin, because Amazon has now given it legitimacy. Amazon is now involved, so everybody's going to FOMO and push that $1 price because they're going to see it as a cheap cryptocurrency that's accessible on Coinbase, and they're going to push it well beyond that. I believe this snowball effect is very likely. But action man, what about the market cap? It's impossible. Forget that market cap. I do not believe that's an actual reason to say why a price point cannot be hit. That market cap thinking is absolutely irrelevant. Here's why I think it's irrelevant, especially to a coin like Dogecoin, because I never even thought it would get to 50 cents, and we did that already. You guys have to understand, we are in a super irrational market. We just saw a bunch of dog coins, imitations of Doge, make people millionaires. And we have to also realize that we are super early. Not a lot of companies have invested or even taken a look into the actual benefits of Dogecoin. We have a few, but that's only a handful. I believe that these guys are going to lay out the blueprint for bigger companies to follow. So of course a $5 Dogecoin would make the market cap astronomical, but that does not mean it is impossible or unlikely. We've seen crazier things happen in this cryptocurrency space, honestly. This is why I'm completely disregarding the whole market cap theory, because I do not believe that is a determining factor in where the price is going to go. If a project is useful and it is being widely adopted, of course the price is going to continue to surge, the market cap is going to continue to grow. I want to show you an example of Dogecoin exercising its utility. We can see that Mark Cuban, the owner of the Mavericks, he actually integrated Dogecoin into their payment store. So you could go inside the Mavericks store and you can make purchases with Dogecoin. And the Mavericks can actually be used as a case study for when Amazon decides to have some kind of integration with Dogecoin. They can take a play out of the Mavericks book and see how did it work out for those guys. And you might ask yourself, why in the world would the Mavericks choose Dogecoin out of all of the other coins with such good utility and all these good use cases? Mark says, because I can. Literally because I can. I like this coin, so I'm gonna accept it. You cannot argue with that reason. Billionaires are going to do what billionaires do, which is whatever the hell they want. If they want to accept a coin with a dog face on it, they're going to do it, because who can really stop you? But another reason that companies may opt to use Dogecoin as a form of payment, that it's more accessible than using a credit card in some parts of the world. Mark has already explained that this allows the Mavericks store brand to expand into other territories of the world where it's absolutely difficult to get a bank account, but it's much easier to have a wallet with Dogecoin. Amazon might also look at this business model and say, hey, we want to expand into certain territories just like the Mavericks did, so that we can get every dollar that is out there to get. We've already seen Mark Cuban make a huge marketing push by getting onto the Ellen show and telling Ellen, hey, you should accept Dogecoin in your Ellen DeGeneres store. And this is how it gets started. One friend tells another friend, especially when these friends have huge influence. It's just a matter of time before these big companies hop on board and actually accept Dogecoin as a form of payments, because the wallets are so acceptable all over the world. And the bottom line is, these companies may be able to actually increase their revenue at the end of the year, because they now included a new payment system that can be done almost anywhere in the world easily. Large influencers seem to gravitate very heavily towards Doge, unlike any other coin I've ever seen. And the community is super strong. When you talk about a community with diamond hands, Dogecoin is that community. Only next to XRP, I've seen another community with like super diamond hands. And I believe that over the long term, this will probably be very good for the price of Dogecoin. And over the past few weeks, I know a lot of persons are salty about the whole Elon Musk thing, but we have to acknowledge the profound effect that Elon has had on the price of Doge. He is basically the honorary CEO. Every time that he mentions it, Doge had a little boop pop in price. But this is just a handful of powerful people that we mentioned. Now that we see that how these guys have been able to influence the price of Doge, now we can start to understand what would happen when Jeff Bezos and Amazon hops on board. We know that something like this will definitely move the price in a positive way. So just for context, let me show you how massive Amazon is. Since 2014, Amazon has invested $60 billion in the building of fulfillment warehouses, leasing airplanes, and buying delivery vans. The retailer already delivers half of its own packages in the US and could become a major competitor for fulfillment businesses and other e-retailers in the years ahead. This simple statement tells us that Amazon is constantly growing, expanding, and is constantly looking for ways to compete. I do not believe for one second that Amazon has not researched ways to implement cryptocurrency into their businesses. As technology evolves, we already realize Amazon is always on the cutting edge. They do not desire to be left behind. They are always the ones who are leading the pack. And in this instance, I do not believe that Amazon is ever going to be left behind, with their major incentive being that they will be able to expand into territories that do not accept credit cards. These territories can include Africa, which is an emerging economy right now, and I'm sure that Amazon wants a big juicy slice of that pie. This can be a major selling point for Dogecoin, and if they're ever stuck in the mud with trying to figure out how can they actually implement this technology, they can look over their shoulder at their friend Mark Cuban, who has already integrated this technology into his business. But what if Amazon decides to buy all of the coins and dumps it on the market? This is very unlikely. If Amazon goes through all of the trouble to integrate this as a payment method into their actual business, they are not going to just buy these coins and dump them on the market. I believe that they will hold firm and make it an option for payment portals, or they'll use it for some kind of reward system. I do not believe that they will buy it and just use it for a quick flip, because why? Like, what's the point of that? They wouldn't do that. So let's talk about Dogecoin and the Amazon petition. Yes, there's a group of persons who hold Dogecoin that's petitioning Amazon to accept it, and I do not believe that this petition is going to fall on deaf ears. So currently, Amazon does not accept cryptocurrencies, and there are many places in the world where lots of persons do not have access to your traditional bank account with your credit cards. And I also want to mention, there are companies out there who have built their literal entire company from selling products on Amazon using cryptocurrencies. If I've learned anything about Mr. Jeff Bezos and Amazon.com, is that you do not become a super billion-dollar company by leaving money on the table. And I believe that they are going to go after these little sub-industries that are selling Amazon products using cryptocurrencies. Because why? Why are you going to allow them to make money off of what you should already be doing yourself? That's just how billionaires and that's just how Amazon seems to roll. They like to take over little communities that are making money and merge them all into one giant Amazon monster. So I believe shortly we are going to see Amazon is going to accept cryptocurrencies because obviously there is money to be made in this industry. So my personal thoughts is that Amazon is a leader in innovation. We've seen them do almost everything over the past 20 years. And I think the next 20 years moving forward is going to be no different. I believe that Amazon is going to see that cryptocurrency is the future, and coins like Dogecoin that have huge communities, it has low transaction fees, is one of the perfect candidates to be accepted as some kind of form of payment. Dogecoin is already being used all over the world for transactions by huge entrepreneurs like Mark Cuban himself and even smaller businesses, which is why I think that Amazon will eventually set their sights on Dogecoin or at least acknowledge it in some kind of way. Now, we can go ahead and speculate if Amazon is actually going to accept this coin in the future. I do not think it's a bad idea just to hold onto a few coins. Make it a very small percentage of your portfolio just for fun. Who knows where this coin can possibly go in the next few years. Guys, if you enjoyed this video where I went down the rabbit trail of trying to figure out if Amazon is ever going to accept Dogecoin and if the price can actually reach $5, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button as well. We're releasing some of the most top tier cryptocurrency videos in the whole space, and we want you guys to be a part of it. Comment below, what do you think about Dogecoin? Do you think it can eventually get from this current price point to at least $1 in the future? I want to hear your thoughts. And until next time, I'm Action Man. Peace out.